Well, to wrap this up, what lessons do you think can be drawn from the study of relationships between historical giants such as Longstreet and Grant?
Well, that's a difficult question. I think the first the base on which you have to operate is that there's a lot more to history than just written reports and newspaper articles and even books and magazines of articles of the personages that are living at the time. There's the relationships that they have, and those are the hardest to sort out with letters and with other intersections. But the fact that Grant and Longstreet were able to fashion over the years this bond. Maybe it started with their love of horses. Who knows? Maybe it started with just the fact that one was a prankster, played a lot of games, finished third lowest in his class. And the other, Grant, was a mathematics kind of a taciturn, very serious guy. I mean, the fact that they were able to put this together and stay friends and transcend so much. I mean, Grant owed Longstreet meant much. In the early days, there were various intersections as their young officers. And when Grant leaves the Army, who takes up a collection among his old friends to help him transition into civilian life, finding out that he's in trouble through the letters the wives are exchanging, I suspect. Who helps him? Well, it's Longstreet. Who does Grant take to a courthouse in St. Louis in the late 1850s to announce that he's going to give a single male slave that he owns freedom? Just sign away this very important financial statement, as Grant is financially terribly strapped. Who does he take to the courthouse with him, literally grabbing him off the street when he meets him, to witness this act? It is Longstreet. Longstreet and Grant are important because, and their friendship is important because it gives you an interesting reflection when you look at their friendship through the prism of these different stages of history, all the way out to Grant's death and his courage. It gives you a way of looking at a period of our history that's not often given what I call the context of history, going into and coming out of the Civil War. We spend so much time in the sesquicentennial looking at battles and different personalities. We don't look at contexts, and we don't look at this kind of thing very often because it's hard to see. That's why I call them silent men of destiny. They're really, or friends between the lines. It's almost like they didn't want it known just how close they were. But there's little doubt when you look at the record that their friendship was a very important part of our history, and something that I think gives it, at a sesquicentennial moment, everybody a chance to reflect on how important friendship and relationships really are. And I don't know in our day and time that people would spend enough time worrying about that. They're so busy with their cloistered internet lives and online screens to focus on the importance of those people that are in their immediate friendship circles. But I think Grant and Longstreet provide an extraordinarily important window on that, and therefore, and the honor and the loyalty to which, for example, Longstreet took after Grant passed away to all the reunions that he was constantly invited to present the view of he said something very important that I want to read if I can. At one reunion in 1883 in Chicago, there you have Longstreet on a stage, and he's being wildly cheered by Union veterans, and he's telling them what they want to hear about Grant. But he says, those who are forgiven most love the most. And a crowd roared more. What Longstreet was saying was he had been forgiven, but he also loved the country, and he loved the Union the most. The fact that they worked together in tandem all the years after the war to sew back the threads of unity through their own friendship has not been dissected and needs to be looked at, I think, in this sesquicentennial period, because it's a great inspirational as to what can be achieved through the maintenance of a friendship. So I only offer that as a because I've done some work on writing an article about this, and the more I see, the more intersections I visit with respect to their lives, the more I realize that this was the real deal.
Thank you, Nick, for sharing your thoughts about Grant and Longstreet this morning.
Thank you.